B Lee. There's a bunch of also conversations about LeBron James going through a very weak East. That his competition was absolutely terrible. But then on the other hand, with Michael Jordan, there's a bunch of people that said that Michael Jordan played against plumbers, and firemen. So which one is true? Now, is that true? Is that accurate?
So, but he won 6 titles. Like, let's just give Michael Jordan his credit. Michael Jordan was great. I don't really like this narrative that we try to discredit what people have done. Michael Jordan was great in the 90s. He was great in the 80s. He won 6 titles. He won 10. Like, Michael Jordan was a great NBA player. He's just not the greatest of all time. That's LeBron James. LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. And I don't really think it's a conversation.
Hey, B. Lee.
Can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that back there is not real.
Hey, Lee, how was LeBron the greatest player of all time, though, when he had the biggest downfall in the NBA Finals in NBA history from a superstar?
Is that what you think? That's exactly. It doesn't matter what you think.
Why is he still the greatest? Because of 2 to 3 games does not make you not the greatest of all time. Simple as that. Because if that's the case, Michael Jordan getting swept 2 times in the first round back-to-back years and losing every time to Larry Bird and being 1-3 versus Isaiah Thomas does not make him not great.
Damn. I'm sorry. Facts.
Okay, so hold on. Let me ask
Michael Jordan. If
those
do
not
discredit
Facts.
3 games,
Don't answer shit, Martell. Let's move on, Martell. Let's move on. We answered the question. Let's move the fuck on.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
And that was
what you just said was LeBron didn't win the title to his ninth. Hold on, Lee. What you just said was a bunch of nothing, because here's the point right here, right? Michael Jordan still got more rings than LeBron James with everything you said.
You need to leave.
Are you stupid?
Oh my God, the rings don't make you better.
I'm not
better than Michael Jordan.
talking about everything else. I'm standing on one thing. I got a whole.
You can't, because you don't have Bill Russell over everybody else. So stop saying you stand on one thing. You don't have Bill Russell as the GOAT. Listen, whatever you're going to use to say Michael Jordan's better than somebody who has 5 championships over him, we have enough to say why LeBron's better than 2 championships. It's just 2. Gotcha, bitch.
Was Bill Russell the best player on the Celtics every championship?
Yes, he was. He won 5 MVPs. He won 5 MVPs, the most in his era. He just like Jordan, 11 championships. The Finals MVP is named after him because he's that much of a fucking winner. Yes, 11 championships.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Go.
All right, look, man. This is all I'm gonna say. This is why Jordan to go. All right. Wilt Chamberlain dominated stats, but he didn't win like Jordan. That's why Wilt not to go. Bill Russell won more than Jordan, but he never dominated statistically like Jordan did. Jordan won 10 straight scoring titles. Bill Russell was never like a leading scorer, nothing like that. That's why Bill Russell's not the best player ever.
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts.
He dominated stats. He had all the points per games and all that stuff. Like, when I say stats, I'm talking about numbers, not accolades. 2 different things. But he didn't win like Jordan. So let's get him out of there. Jordan, you all agree, the number 1 goal in basketball is to put the ball in the hoop, to score a point. Not rebound, not assist, it's to score. So let me stop that. Wilt Chamberlain dominated stats, but he didn't win like Jordan. Bill Russell won more than Jordan, but he did not dominate statistically. Kareem, Duncan, and Kobe weren't always the best player on their team when they won. And that's a fact. Bird, Magic, and LeBron were good offensively, but they weren't great defensively long-term through their career. Jordan was good long-term through his career defensively. Jordan dominated winning in his era. Jordan dominated statistically in his era. And you want to look at all the PER stats? Jordan better than LeBron, those 2. So that's why LeBron is not the GOAT. He's number 2. But he's not number one. Jordan's number one.
And Martell,
as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. And also, if you stayed on here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Am I responding to why LeBron's the greatest? Is that what I'm responding to, or something else?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, why LeBron's the greatest? LeBron's the greatest. We could just list it. He's the greatest offensive player we ever seen. He's when we look at the definition of greatest, it is signifying the one who surpasses them all in a given category or a given set. So LeBron James is the greatest scorer of all time because he has the most. He is fourth in the regular season assists and second in the postseason. He's generated more points than anybody. He is the only player to lead his team 20 times the scoring and 20 times the assists. He is the greatest offensive player we have ever seen, and we have the stats to back it up. He's the most versatile defender we've ever seen. He leads the postseason in steals and defensive rebounds. He's top 10 in the postseason in blocks, steals, and defensive rebounds. In the regular season, he's the only player with 2,200 steals and 9,000 defensive rebounds. And only him and Hakeem Olajuwon has 2,000 steals and 9,000 defensive rebounds. He's the most versatile defender and the greatest offensive player we've ever seen. He's the most versatile player we have ever seen. He's the only player to average 20 points in each position on the court. He won Finals MVPs in 3 different positions: as a small forward in 2012 and 2016, power forward in 2013, and a point guard in 2020. And in 2020, he's the second player to lead the league in assists and get a Finals MVP. LeBron James is the most versatile defender we have ever seen. Even when Anthony Davis was out there one year, he had the games he started as center. He averaged 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks as a center. He's most versatile than anybody. He's the most versatile defender and the greatest offensive player. And he's the modern day best winner we have ever seen. He won at every place he's been at: high school, Cleveland, Miami, LA, and FIBA in the Olympics. He won on every team, and he was the best player on all those teams. He has the most playoff games won. He has the most series games won in the playoffs. He has the highest plus or minus in the playoffs. And he's the only player to win 3 Finals MVPs with 3 different teams. And he's been the greatest player since he started, from the youngest to the oldest. He's the greatest high school amateur prospect we have ever seen. He's had the longest prime ever. He's the greatest, youngest, and oldest player we've ever seen. He's the only player after year 17 to be Finals MVP. And last summer, he led the world's hardest tournament to a title while being the Olympic MVP. So just like I said, greatness is signifying the one who surpasses them all in a given set or category, and LeBron has continued to do that. He surpassed everyone in stats. He has the greatest offensive stats. He has the greatest defensive stats. He has the most NBA accolades. He has more than Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar combined. He has the most media player of the year awards, and he has the greatest basketball moments in history: the greatest NBA debut, the greatest playoff game, which is versus Boston, down 3 games to 2, needed to win, or they gonna break up the team. And this nigga went berserk on Boston. 4 All-Stars, he went berserk on them. I know you want to talk about Michael Jordan when he scored 50 points versus Phoenix versus Dan Marley. Fuck out of here with that. He also had the greatest regular season night ever when the whole damn world showed up to watch LeBron James break the scoring record. He scored 37 points in 3 damn quarters. And he also had the greatest family moment in history when he played versus his son. That's why LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. Nobody can replicate what the fuck he has done as a basketball player ever.
Bang, bitch. Believe that was a nasty closing statement. Wow, no.